What is the stupidest way you almost died? I was 16 and dumb, which is just to say I was 16. It was winter break, and I took the train up to Gloucester, Massachusetts, to visit a friend from summer camp. He'd been saying I should come up and hang out for the weekend, watch movies, maybe go sledding if there was snow, play some video games, whatever high school guys did when there was nothing else to do. I didn't tell my parents exactly how far away it was or how flimsy the plan really was, just that I was going to visit a friend from camp and I'd be back Sunday. I got to his house around 6:30 p.m. It was already dark and cold, around 10 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe lower with wind chill. I remember the air stinging my nose and feeling sharp just to breathe. I had one of those lightweight winter jackets that looked warm but wasn't. Dumb again. I rang the bell, expecting the door to swing open and the warm smell of pasta or fireplace or just home to hit me in the face. Instead, my friend cracked the door just a few inches and slipped outside. No jacket, just socks on, like he hadn't planned to be out long. "Dude, I'm so sorry," he said. "What? My mom won't let you in." "What are you talking about?" "She says you can't stay the night unless my dad's home, and he's working the night shift at the plant. She says it's a rule." I thought he was joking at first. I laughed. He didn't. She gets weird about stuff. He kind of shrugged like it was out of his hands. And then, like the punchline of a bad joke, he added, "She says you should go home." That was it. He looked embarrassed, kept glancing back toward the door, said sorry one more time, and slipped back inside. Door closed. I stood there on the porch for a minute or two, thinking maybe he'd come back. Maybe she'd change her mind. Maybe they'd at least let me use the phone. Nope. I started walking. I had no idea where to go. I didn't know Gloucester. I didn't know where the nearest train station was. My phone had about 12% battery and no signal. I thought about knocking on another door and asking to use the phone, but I didn't. I was 16 and scared and didn't want to seem like I was casing a house. So I found a bench near the center of town and sat down. It was a metal bench, the kind that seeps cold straight through your jeans. I curled my hands into my sleeves, pulled my hood up, and tried to breathe slow, tried to conserve energy. I remember checking my phone again and seeing 3% and thinking, this is the kind of night people freeze to death in. The kind you read about in local news, buried between a school board fight and a new Dunkin' Donuts opening. At some point, I must have nodded off or passed out. I don't remember exactly. What I do remember is a man's voice, loud and close, saying, "Hey, you all right?" I blinked up into headlights. A cab driver was standing in front of me, bundled up in a heavy coat with a knit hat and gloves, his breath fogged in the cold. "Kid," he said, "you can't be out here." I told him what happened in a shaky half sentence. Didn't even finish it before he said, "Come on, get in." I climbed into the front passenger seat of his cab. It was warm, gloriously warm. I almost cried. He turned the heat up and handed me a bottle of water. He didn't grill me with questions or scold me for being stupid. Just let me sit there while he went back to work. For the next few hours, I rode shotgun as he picked up drunk people from bars, dropped them at houses, cruised empty streets. He'd check on me between fares. "Doing all right?" Just a glance, a nod. When his shift ended, just before sunrise, he drove me to the train station and handed me $7 for the fare. I told him I could walk, that I'd be fine, but he shook his head. "You're a kid," he said. "Go home." I never got his name. Didn't think to ask. I was too tired and embarrassed and just wanted to get on the train and disappear. But I never forgot him. Some stranger in a beat-up cab in the middle of a freezing night probably saved my life just by being kind. And all because he stopped and saw a kid slumped on a bench who shouldn't have been out there.